Hello guys and welcome to Code Shortcut. So guys, in this video we are going to discuss how can we integrate Google Recaptcha version 3 in Laravel 11. So without wasting any further time, let's start and let's move to step number 1, which says that we need to create a fresh Laravel project with Breeze authentication, because for this example we are going to protect our registration form. Two commands to create fresh Laravel project. If you have Laravel globally installed, you can simply use this command. If you don't have Laravel globally installed, you need to use this command. For this video purpose, I'm going to create this fresh project with you so that I can guide you step by step. Let's move to Git Bash. I have already accessed the htdocs folder and I have Laravel globally installed. So what I can do is Laravel new and the project name, in this case, let's say Captcha. Hit enter. It is going to ask us about the starter kit. Let's, as discussed, we need to select Breeze. Regarding stack, let's select Blade, dark mode, no, testing framework 0 or pest. Hit enter. So for the database selection, we need to select MySQL. We want to create the database and we want to run the migration. So we are going to type yes, hit enter. Okay guys, so our fresh project is ready, which means we can move to step number 2, access the project. So let's do that. CD Captcha. Hit enter, and I have already done that on the Sublime side right here. Okay, let's move to step number 3, install Recaptcha version 3 package. So let's copy this command and let's move to Sublime, paste, hit enter. This command is going to take some time for the execution, so I'm just going to pause the video. Okay guys, so the package is successfully installed. We can move to step number 4, publish the configuration file, which is optional, but in this case I'm going to run it. So let's paste it right here, enter, and done. Now we can move to step number 5, obtain Recaptcha version 3 site key and site secret. So you can simply access this link if you want, or otherwise you need to type Google Recaptcha admin console. Okay, so let's access the link, hit enter. Okay, right here we need to define the label. So let's say Laravel recap. Okay, Recaptcha type version 3. We must select version 3 because this is related to version 3. Okay, so domain, since we are on the local host, we need to define 127.0.0.1, just like that. And project name, in this case, let's say recap Laravel. Okay, and let's click on submit. Once done, we are redirected to the site key and the secret key. So now let's define the variables in the env. So let's copy this. Okay, you don't need to pause the video. I'm going to provide the link of the blog post in the description. So .env at the bottom right here. Okay, now we can define our keys. So let's move here. I'm not going to hide these because I'm just going to delete these projects once I'm done with the video. So yeah, let's copy the secret key and let's define it right here. Okay, save it, done. Let's move forward. Initialize Recaptcha JavaScript. So let's copy this, and as mentioned here, we need to define it in the header or footer of our master layout. So in this case, we need to define it in the master layout. Okay, so let's move here, resources, views, and first let's check, because we need to implement the Recaptcha in our registration form. So let's see what type of layout is there. So right here, guest layout. So we are going to use the guest layout. Okay, if you want it in the whole of the application, you can define it in the app, but in this case we just want it to be on the, let's say, authentication related pages. We need to define it right here. Okay, let's move forward. Step 7, update the register blade, and we need to include or add the field of Recaptcha version 3 alongside the register button. So let's copy that. Let's move here and let's move to registration, register blade.php. Okay, and right here we can define it. Okay, align the code, right, save. Okay, let's move forward. Validate Recaptcha, yes, we want that. So let's copy this and let's move to registered user controller, the last one right here. Okay, and let's paste it right here. Done. Now it's ready. We need to run our project. This is what the step 9 says. So yeah, PHP artisan serve. Let's access our project. Now we can do that. So let's do it. Let's move to register. And now I want to show you what we have. So let's inspect this register button. Okay, so right here is the button and we have some script. Okay, and we also have hidden input field Recaptcha response. So it's working fine. And using the JavaScript, if you see this, this means that you have correctly initialize the JavaScript in the layout file. Okay, so just make sure. Okay, now I want to make sure that we are receiving gCAPTCHA response right here. So $request all, just like that. Okay, and now let's fill out this form. Now let's click on the register, and for sure we have a response right here, which means it's working fine. Now let's comment it out. Okay, this is just for you guys, okay, so that you can understand it better. Let's do a refresh because we need to refresh the token. So yeah, I'm going to fill out these fields once again just to make sure that we can register a user now. Okay, done. Let's click on register, and we are redirected to our dashboard right here. Okay, so let's move to profile, and yeah, it's working fine. So our reCAPTCHA is working perfectly fine. Now furthermore, let's say before moving forward, I just want to highlight one point. So let's move here, right, register blade. Okay, so just in case, in this case guys, I am actually including the reCAPTCHA field for the registration form. Okay, so for example, you are doing it same for the login. What you need to do is you need to define a correct name right here. Okay, for example, let's say login, or let's say sign in. Okay, if whatever you are going to define right here, you need to apply the same changes right here as well. Okay, otherwise it won't work. So just keep that in mind. You need to define it right here as well. Okay, sorry, it's not sign in but sign in. Okay, just to be on the safe side, just wanted to mention so that you guys can understand. Okay, if it's login, you need to define the login here as well. Just make sure. Okay, yeah, now let's move to the custom validation part. So for the custom validation, we can simply copy it, and then I can give you an overview. So let's move to registered user controller and control A, control V, just like that. So for the score based validation, we can use reCAPTCHA version 3 facade. Okay, after that we can simply get the score, and the comments are mentioned here so that you can understand it. Okay, so we are going to get the score right here in this variable, and based on this score we can create a condition. So for example, if score is greater than 0.5, that means it is acceptable. We can proceed and we can redirect the user to the dashboard or whatever you need. Okay, it's just a string in here, do this or whatever you want to do, you can do it right here. Else, if let's say if the score is less than 0.5, which means it could be potentially a bot, and we can return invalid response. It's totally up to you. But yeah, just wanted to make sure that you can do that as well. So let's test it out. Let's log out. Let's move to register again, and I'm going to fill out this form once again. Okay guys, done. Let's click on register. And right here you can see we have our score 0.9, and actually this means we can proceed to the dashboard. So yeah guys, that's about it from this specific video. I hope you guys like this video. If you liked it, please like, subscribe and share. Thank you, take care, and yes guys, be ready for the next one. Okay, take care.